Sorry. Welcome to Messy Bun Sisters Podcast. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is episode 29.
Alyssa, how come you never know?
I knew today.
This is our last real episode before we start Game of Thrones.
That's very true.
It's crazy. So for those of you that don't know, actually just heads up, I don't feel that great. So I'm sorry if I'm kind of sad sounding, but
yeah, you are.
You know what it is?
You are sad sounding.
It's okay. Oh man, I lost my train of thought.
That's the one I wanted to do.
Okay. So yeah, this is our last official podcast, and then for the next 6 weeks we're gonna do Game of Thrones.
Is it 6 weeks?
Pretty sure it's 6 weeks.
Yes.
So after Game of Thrones, then we're gonna recap that, just because we're both real intense super fans. I guess I'm a super fan.
I'm a fan. I'm super.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
We're gonna recap Game of Thrones, and then that's gonna be the end of season 1.
Then we'll take a break,
which will be crazy. We already did one whole season of Messy Bun Sisters.
It's a very long season.
36 episodes.
Yep.
That's half a year, kind of, right?
And then we'll do another 36.
Yeah, and then another 36.
Then another 36.
Then another 36. We have some announcements. We have scrunchies. Yay!
See here.
So they're actually not official on our website yet.
But they will be.
They will be. So we have
the one and only Lauren Garcia made these.
Yeah, these are all handmade Messy Bun original scrunchies. And they're going to come in packs of 3. For those of you just listening, they're going to be a green with white polka dots. They're going to be a pink one and a Texas cacti succulent one. So they're going to be coming in packs of 3, and we haven't decided on the price yet, but we will let you know. Also, shout out to Austin Hagee for this great idea.
Shout out, Austin.
We also are going to have t-shirts coming out soon. Yay. That'll be available on our website as well. We're so happy, guys. We're so excited. Also, it's Fiesta time in San Antonio.
It is. I was just looking out at your apartment, and she lives on Broadway, so all of their little porches have the, I don't even
Fiesta
know what those are
flags.
called.
Little Fiesta.
They're called something else, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
look it up. If we had our handy dandy looker upper guy,
who's going to be with us next week, probably,
then he could tell us. Flags for Fiesta.
Are you looking it up?
Yes, I told you I was going to.
They have a specific name?
Picado banner.
Are we real Mexicans?
Flower cutout vinyl. We're not, and I think we're actually bad San Antonians too.
No, don't say that. I'm proud.
Yeah, they're called Picado.
I'm so sad that I don't know this.
Well, I'm about to educate you.
Okay. Well, first we got to do.
Oh, yeah.
A review of the week. Yeah.
Well, you were going to do one and I was going to do one.
Okay. So we're doing 2 reviews of the week this week. I thought this was great.
Lauren feels famous.
I feel famous. 346 people liked this photo.
Wow.
Not our photo. Well, kind of our photo.
94 people liked this one.
Okay, so our friend Alina took this photo, and Flower Vault reposted it. They said, we love seeing everyone get creative in this space, and we use it for all kinds of announcements, pregnancy announcements, gender reveals, engagements, business startups, and for Messy Bun Sisters, their website.
Yay!
Congrats. Thanks, Flower Vault. And thanks for posting our photo on Instagram.
Shout out to the
Alina.
Little Bird Photography.
For taking that photo. She's a genius. Good job,
That's
Alina.
very great.
Thank you.
The other review comes from Instagram as well, and this is from Sabrina on Instagram. She says, love your podcast. I'm in New Braunfels, just moved here last August. Love the favorite essay places to eat.
Yay!
Thanks, Sabrina.
Thank you, Sabrina, for listening.
New listener.
New listener alert.
Okay.
Also, we still haven't come up with a jingle for...
Ding, 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 ding,
Okay,
ding,
I
ding,
guess it's gonna
ding,
be our
ding,
jingle.
ding, 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 ding.
Okay. So, this news story comes from ksat.com, and I thought it was cool. It came today, or yesterday. San Antonio Zoo is named the best in Texas.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta take Liam.
I know. The San Antonio Zoo was named the best zoo in the Lone Star State by Reader's Digest, and the San Antonio Zoo announced... Oh, wait.
Okay.
I told you I don't feel good, and it made me read things.
I can read.
The San Antonio Zoo was named the best zoo... Oh, my headphones came off. Was named the best zoo...
Let me read it.
Y'all, today has been the weirdest, craziest day. Like,
I dropped my Pokeball on myself.
It's like Alyssa and I have... Oh, we gotta get rid of the... Oh.
Okay.
Maybe we have a...
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a lot of crazy things have been
It was like
today.
freaking storming like crazy this morning. I
Yeah,
made
it was...
David wake up and take me to church because I didn't want to drive by myself.
And my guitar wasn't working for like the first half of like rehearsal.
And then other stuff wasn't working.
And then when I tried to tune my guitar, my tuner battery flew out. Yeah, you didn't know about that. My guitar tuner battery flew out. It was just...
I dropped my Pokeball
She
on
dropped her-
myself. I broke Lauren's plant.
Oh yeah,
I
she broke
almost
my
fell.
plant.
What else happened?
My heart hurts.
Oh yeah.
But
fine.
we're going to be on a podcast tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to be talking about health. So I'm really excited about that one.
Which is crazy because we talked about health at church today too.
I think it's a sign for me.
That you need to get healthy.
Well, we can talk about this tomorrow. But we'll post about all the podcast stuff too that we're going to be on.
Yeah. I think the biggest takeaway for me was what you said, or what he said, that it was for you too. If it doesn't have a mother, if it doesn't grow from the ground, don't eat it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
Like candy.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, back to our news story of the week. The San Antonio Zoo was named the best zoo in the Lone Star State by Reader's Digest, the San Antonio Zoo announced on its Facebook page Thursday. Reader's Digest created a list of the best zoo in every state, and San Antonio's took the cake for Texas.
Woo!
The author of this
Por vida.
The author of this list shone a light on the zoo's Tiny Tot Nature Spot, which is the nation's first zoo exhibit, specifically for children under, maybe I shouldn't read, specifically for children under 5, so I really should take Liam.
Mm-hmm.
The San Antonio Zoo took to Facebook to highlight its staff, volunteers, and visitors, thanking them for making the zoo so great. The zoo is home to a variety of animals and exhibits, and after more than 2 decades, koalas are coming back to the zoo.
Woohoo, koalas!
Admission to the zoo is free for children under the age of 2, and $13.35 for children's age. Should I keep reading?
No.
Okay.
Do you even remember going to the zoo when you were little?
For field trips.
Yeah, but like...
We went like in high school for some reason.
You went to the zoo in high school?
Yeah, for a field trip.
Why?
I don't remember. I don't know.
For what class? Do you remember?
Oh, you know what? Our class adopted a sloth.
What?
So that's why.
Cool.
I don't know what that even means.
So what happened to the sloth after y'all
No
y'all
idea.
graduated?
No clue.
Okay, Alyssa.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gonna be a weird. My headphones.
And that was the thing. Okay, last week I asked David, I was like, y'all didn't have a lot of energy like on whenever y'all were pretending to be us. And he's like, I was really imitating you whenever you're on the podcast. And I was like, am I that low energy? And he's like, no, but you almost always fall asleep on the couch.
I mean,
I think we need a new place.
I think also that Trent wasn't like me at all.
Not like you at all.
He was like, hey guys, welcome to
So
this is like,
and David said, how was your week? Like,
he's like, how's Favor?
Yeah. That was funny. Okay.
Favor's about to get a new employee, but we can't talk about that right now. Maybe we can talk about it when the
you
employee
blocked
comes.
Said employee on
our
Messy
still
Buns
blocked.
podcast. I mean, Messy Bun Sisters Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's still gonna be blocked.
Are we ever gonna have him on the pod?
Why?
Messy Bun.
Guys,
Bun.
I love our scrunchies.
Me too.
They're so cute. Okay, what was that?
You have a thread hanging from one.
Oh man. Don't say that.
Yeah. They're very good quality.
They are good quality.
They are.
This, I think I've actually put on the first one I made.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So let me see. Yeah, the first one I made was this pink one.
Okay, so talking about Fiesta. What I'm gonna do.
Yeah, y'all. Okay, so if you don't know, we gotta tell people like what Fiesta is, because some people don't live in San Antonio. They don't know what Fiesta is. Like I remember going to college for the first time in Oklahoma, and like, I don't know. It's hard.
It's like Mardi Gras.
No, not.
Well,
like
that's the only way to kind of explain it. It's like a big
it's
party that
outside.
the whole it's a big party that the whole city kind of celebrates
and goes
to different events.
Yeah,
it's like Mardi Gras.
2 weeks long.
Yeah, this is going to be 3 weekends.
Really?
It's the first time it's 3 weekends
Because of Easter?
Yeah.
No, they did that one time before. They had to stop Fiesta because of Easter.
Yeah, so this, yeah. Okay, what? Still.
Well, what events happens during Easter?
I don't know.
What? Alyssa?
Wait, what are you talking about?
What are all the events that happen during Fiesta?
You mean to read all these events?
Yeah, we'll read some so
okay,
people
so
understand.
Fiesta is in 10 days, 7 hours, 26 minutes, and 3 seconds.
It's like a big deal in San Antonio.
I almost said 4 seconds, and then I saw it change to 3. 10 days, 7 hours, 25 minutes, and 55 seconds, 54. 53.
Okay.
Okay, the first event is Fiesta at Hemisphere. Then the Taste of the Republic, Fiesta Carnival, and that goes on...
Carnival?
No, I guess that's just the 18th. Crown the King, the public crowning of Refeo.
So, yeah.
Investiture of King Antonio, the Texas Cavaliers River Parade, Battle of Flowers Parade. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's like the thing. King William Fair, Fiesta Flambeau.
I feel like Fiesta Flambeau is like my favorite thing.
Yeah, the night parade.
Yeah. I mean, there's also like Oyster Bake, Nyosa, Taste of the North Side. Like there's all sorts of like events that happen.
Yeah, those are like the big events that I was just reading.
Yeah.
The one that I feel like there's just a lot that we don't know about. And maybe because we didn't grow up like downtown San Antonio.
Maybe.
Or like in Alamo Heights, because I know it's a big deal like for the people in Alamo Heights with like the Queen and all that stuff. And the coronation of the Queen and all that stuff. So
maybe. I don't know. I just knew like growing up that we got Friday off.
For Battle of Flowers Parade.
It's like that's how big of a deal this thing is, like Fiesta is in San Antonio, is you get all government employees are off on the Friday of Fiesta. So we're off school. Like if you work for the government, you have that off, so you can actually go to the parade. So it's like the whole city shuts down to like celebrate. So it's really to celebrate the battle of like celebrating the
Battle of Flowers is
So I read something about
Alamo.
Did you read about the Battle of Flowers and like how it started?
Yes. Well, this says
I think it's cool.
Fiesta started in 1891 as a one parade event.
Which is so cool.
Battle of Flowers.
It's been over 100 years.
1891.
I know.
It's 120.
1991. You were born.
I know. I was at the 100th
No, you weren't.
Fiesta event.
It was before you because it was April.
Well, Mom was pregnant, so.
Okay, Alec was there.
Yeah, Alec was there. Okay, and it was a way to honor the memory of the heroes of the Alamo and the Battle of San Jacinto.
Yay!
The historic commemoration still takes place, but for more than a century, Fiesta has grown into a celebration of San Antonio's rich and diverse cultures. But yeah, because there's Taste of New Orleans too. Fiesta has evolved into one of the nation's premier festivals with an economic impact of more than $340 million for the Alamo City.
And I mean, obviously Fiesta's a big deal, but I feel like that's one of the, because it's not government sponsored or anything like that. It's like all sponsored.
Local.
Yeah. So I think that this obviously the city like gives like the police and stuff like that. But that's why it keeps it going, because it brings in so much money for the economy.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, and it's fun too.
It is fun.
Like we dress up.
I saw people in flower crowns like the other night. It's not even Fiesta yet.
But I mean, Fiesta time. Like you wear flower crowns.
It's like Fiesta time, but it's like hasn't started yet. Which I think is why like they let you put these
in our hearts. Also.
To celebrate the heroes of the Alamo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I guess with Battle of Flowers, it was a group of women decorated horse-drawn carriages and paraded in front of the Alamo and pelted each other with flower blossoms.
That's why it's called Battle of Flowers.
That is so funny. Why don't we do that?
I don't know.
We should start doing that again. Be like, this is what we started doing. Just start throwing flowers at each other. Seriously, that would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
Like, why isn't that a thing?
Why
is it?
I don't think so.
Like how people...
What were you going to say?
I was thinking like if it is kind of like the Mardi Gras parades and like they throw beads at each other.
Oh,
but that's for a different
God.
reason. But that, I mean, it would be funny.
It would be really funny.
Okay.
But the parade is still there, like each float.
Man,
you know what I mean?
I need our person to come.
Alyssa's in charge of our podcast.
I need our person to come and...
Why don't you just say Trent?
Our person. I need Trent to look up the thing that I had on here already. Because now I lost it and I don't know where it is.
What do you mean? I'm gonna lay down on the podcast now too.
I had like this full
well, look
page.
Who's trying to podcast. Who's trying to FaceTime us right now on my phone.
You know what we should do? What would be funny is if we did like a live.
Actually, I can answer it.
We did like a live Instagram live.
We're literally podcasting.
You're live right now.
You are live.
This is going to be like podcast inception.
Are you podcasting right now?
No, well, because when I listen to your podcast, which I do all the time, I'm going to hear myself.
Okay.
In yourself.
Abe, tell us what you know. Tell us what you know about Fiesta.
Oh my gosh. So Fiesta.
I hung up on him just so we're clear, guys.
Yeah. That was funny. I seriously can't find this thing though.
Where was it?
Okay, let me see if this is it. No, it's not it.
Alyssa, I gave you so much time to study about. Here's the history of the festival. You ready? Mm-hmm. Scholars have said that the history of the festival reflects the history of the city, but it's so much more. City police are involved in Fiesta in many ways, including parades. The 100 nonprofit organizations that put on Fiesta events are located throughout the city. This is all from fiestasanantonio.org, by the way. The Fiesta San Antonio Commission represents these nonprofits when coordinating Fiesta arrangements with the city departments. The city passes ordinance every 10 years, most recently in 2018, that authorizes the Fiesta Commission to put on the Fiesta every year. City departments like Downtown, Parks and Rec, the Solid Waste Management Department, and San Antonio Police work with the commissions and its members' organizations on a number of operational needs to include street closures, security, and post-Fiesta cleanup. Because speaking of post-Fiesta cleanup, a lot of them have like horses and there's like poop everywhere.
Poopers, scoopers, those are my favorite.
Yeah. And then a lot of times, like for the parades, it's right off Broadway, like kind of by my house. Well, I live off Broadway, so it's like people are eating. They're, I
found it.
Okay, they're eating like they're like chicken on a stick, sausage on a stick, fried Oreos, which I'm not going to be able to eat ever again because I need to be healthy. But I mean, there's a lot of trash that like comes with it. A lot of things that people need to pick up. But many Fiesta events, including the major parades like Fiesta, a night in Old San Antonio, which is Nyosa, and a Taste of New Orleans, take place on city property. The city even has its own Fiesta event, Earth Day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. What were you going to read?
Well, I was going to ask you, like, what do you know about the Texas Cavaliers?
I don't.
Me neither. So this says, over the early years, Fiesta royalty included King Cotton, King Salamat, tamale spelled backwards. Oh, that is funny. King Omala, Alamo spelled backwards, and King Antonio. Some years no king was named. John Carrington formed the Texas Cavaliers in 1926. One purpose of the organization was to select King Antonio. The first Cavaliers king was Sterling Burke, crowned King Antonio the 9th in 1927. It's Roman numerals, and I forgot how to do the numbers. Why
do we learn Roman numerals in school?
No idea. To remember
what?
Roman numerals.
Okay.
And then why do they put Roman numerals in some stuff still?
I don't know. Even like in football, like Super Bowl, it's always Roman numerals.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Okay. So, this is a big thing, too. The Daughters of the Republic of Texas.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. They staged the pilgrimage to the Alamo since 1925. The pilgrimage is oh, my gosh, we can't read today.
Do you want to read it?
Memorial.
Okay, I'm going to make it more exciting, too.
As you're sleeping?
Yeah. The Daughters of the Republic of Texas has staged its pilgrimage to the Alamo since 1925. The pilgrimage is a memorial tribute to the Alamo heroes and the heritage of Texas. A solemn wreath-bearing procession of historic, civic, patriotic, military, and school groups walk silently to the Alamo.
That's cool.
At the same time, an announcer intones the names of the Alamo defenders within the Alamo walls. The ceremony concludes with a brief memorial service. Oh, okay, Lucy. I'm interested about El Rey Feo.
Me too. I don't really know much about this either, but the second king to reign over Fiesta is El Rey Feo, the ugly king. This monarch comes from a medieval tradition in which peasants elected one of their own as a king for the day. The first Rey Feo was crowned in 1947. He became an official part of Fiesta in 1980.
Wow, so that's kind of recent.
Yeah. Candidates for the title raise money that's given to students for their college expenses. The emergence of two Fiesta kings built a bridge between both of the city's major cultures. Both kings visit hospitals, schools, and nursing homes in addition to making their appearance at Fiesta events.
That's cool.
So it's like there's the Cavalier King and then there's the Peasants King. That's our king.
We're the peasants. Is the Cavalier King Alamo Heights guys?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Shut up!
Yes, and they're like really into it. Like that's like
That is, so we're the peasants.
Yes.
If we're not in 78209.
and what's funny is like when you start thinking about all this Fiesta thing, like the major Fiesta things, it does feel like olden days because they do, like it makes me think of that one scene in Game of Thrones where she's at the where they're doing the play of all the kings and queens. So we have the coronation, which they make fun of like the kings and the queens and knighting them and all that stuff too. So it's like we're still doing those kind of things. You know what I mean? Not that Game of Thrones is like real life,
but it reminds you of it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Tell us what you know about Fiesta Flambeau Parade.
It's at night.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of baton twirlers.
Yep.
And everyone has their lights on.
Yes, which like
They're,
to show them, and like a lot of bands, high school bands.
And it always rains.
It hasn't rained the last 2 years.
It rained one. Oh, it was like a really lightning storm 2 years ago.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
And we yell, Kenny, Kenny, Kenny.
Oh, and our friends are in that parade.
Yeah. Okay, the Fiesta Flambeau Parade began in 1948. The parade's name comes from the French word for a candlestick or torch. In the event's early years, four-man brigades marched between the other units, carrying torches on 5-foot poles. Today, Boy Scouts carry safety flares. All the floats in the Flambeau Parade are lighted.
It's cool.
It's really fun. That's
Should it not be let me read it.
All the floats in the Flambeau Parade are lighted.
I like the night parade because I feel like
It's like a rave.
yeah, and like everyone, people have a lot of fun.
I was in the night parade once.
You were? What were you doing?
I was in the day parade and in the night parade. In the day parade, it was in middle school, and we were in band.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in the night parade, it was in high school, and I was a cheerleader.
And how long is the route?
It's not that long.
You start up here on Broadway and Grayson, and where do you end?
I don't remember.
Are you serious?
I literally don't remember.
It's been that long ago.
Yeah. I lost my freaking spot again. Okay, so how about the river parade?
I know nothing about the river parade, but
It's the Texas Cavaliers River Parade.
okay. So I remember one time I got free seats from Rackspace, and that's about it. And it was so fun. I remember I've been to the river parade.
We've been like a couple times, I thought.
Yeah, we went both time with Rackspace.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so for years, King Antonio had no set tradition for his official arrival at Fiesta. He used plane, trains, and automobiles. When the Works Progress Administration completed improvements to the San Antonio River in 1941, the Cavaliers decided to introduce the king in a river parade, the first event to take place on the river after the improvements. Today, the river parade is one of the few
Here, I'll read it.
is one of the few in the nation in which floats really do float. Gosh. Okay, so yeah, there's that.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, if you've ever been to San Antonio as like a tourist and you've taken the river boats, those are like my favorite things.
Yeah,
too.
so they have like the parade, but on the river.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. How about Nyosa?
All I really know about Nyosa is that there's just like a bunch of vendors and people eat and walk around
And get drunk.
and get drunk. And Mamo Peppo and all them used to volunteer at a booth.
Mom has volunteered. Mom and Lisa and Robin have volunteered at booths recently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A night in old San Antonio.
Nyosa or Nyosa?
I would say Nyosa.
Me too.
That joined Fiesta in 1948. The San Antonio Conservation Society sponsors Nyosa. The society works to save San Antonio buildings and maintain the city's cultural heritage. It takes about 16,000 volunteers each year to stage Nyosa.
Wow.
I thought that Nyosa was like, oh, it is. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. it's like set up in different stations. So you have like the Texas station, like an Asian side, like a German side, Mexican side. So that's another cool part about Nayosa.
Basically, we just like party for 2 weeks, guys, and eat and drink and like that.
And do parades.
And yeah, go on carnival rides and stuff.
Okay. Long-time traditions and other parades include the corneation. That's what I was talking about.
Corny belt.
Yeah. And then the oyster bake.
Yeah.
2 days of food, including 1,000 oysters.
And that's at St. Mary's University.
Yes. I went last year with our friends. You went 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't get to go 2 years ago.
I have a vlog when I used to vlog at Oyster Bake.
Link it below.
Okay.
So I went and I was like very pregnant.
Yeah, because it was in April.
I was like 7.5 months pregnant. Yeah. And so I remember like people that I think I was the only pregnant person in there, and you're like stuck. Like you're like, everybody is like so close to each other. So I'm like trying to walk around. I have my Birkenstocks on, but my feet are like so swollen, like out of my Birkenstocks, just because I think I worked that morning too.
Yeah.
And then went and I remember we went to see Sean Paul, because he like there's a bunch of live music and there's some people that like we know.
I saw Aaron Carter one time.
Yeah. So like D-list musicians now.
Is Sean Paul D-list?
I don't know. He was actually really great. But it was just funny because like when the music started, like my friends actually like helped make a barrier around me so nobody ran into me. It was pretty awesome.
Thank you for Liam needs to say thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And then what else is there? I didn't know that there was the Women's Fiesta soccer tournament.
What?
An invitational tournament featuring top teams from around the nation.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. And then a Lackland Fiesta military parade. Didn't know about that. Fiesta Especial 5K run and parade. I've done that before.
You've done the 5K?
No. It's Fiesta Especial. It's like one day, and it's like to celebrate like the community of people that have special needs. And so it's cool. They have a queen too.
They do?
Yes. And one of my clients' daughters was a queen one year.
Huh.
It was pretty cool.
Wow.
And then the pooch parade.
Oh yeah.
That one's really cute. That's in King William too, right?
Yeah.
Is it during the King William Fair? Or before?
I remember just seeing it in King William.
Yeah. Okay. Other official Fiesta royalty is Miss Fiesta San Antonio.
Yes.
Yeah, she dates back to 1949 in conjunction with the Flambeau Parade. Today, the Miss Fiesta Scholarship Pageant makes its selection from among San Antonio college students.
Huh.
I didn't know that there was an actual
Oh, I'm so
pageant.
chill right now.
Oh my God. And there is a Reina de la Feria de las Flores.
The ugly flower queen?
Yeah, so like Ray Feo, this queen earns her crown by raising funds for the Ray Feo Scholarship Committee. The first reina was chosen in 1947 along with the first ugly king. What is this? The Charro Queen.
What's that?
She represents the San Antonio Charro Association, a San Antonio tradition since 1947. A day in Old Mexico and the Charreada trace their history back to 1550s Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's the Queen of Soul. The goal of the San Antonio Queen of Soul Incorporated is to provide a representative of the African American community at Fiesta activities and other civic and community programs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So if those of you that don't know, like,
They're right there.
A lot of y'all know because a lot of our listeners are from San Antonio. But for those of you that don't know, a lot of these queens like dress up.
They're like
on their
massive.
own. They have trains.
Yeah.
They like are on the float, and we always say, "Show me your shoes."
So one of my clients, she went back when I was in Alamo Heights. She did this and she's like, it's crazy. Like you have to put on like a party for this stuff. And like, it takes months and months and months before your dress is like fully complete.
Yeah.
And then like, of course the crowns and stuff. And, there are like certain salons and tanning salons down in Alamo Heights that like are specifically for these queens, like that they all go to get their hair
Really?
done. Yeah. And I remember I went to see her tanning lady whenever I got married.
Mm-hmm.
And in the salon, they have like official Fiesta royalty salon,
Wow.
like up in the thing. And yeah, it's
Where
crazy.
is it? Do you know?
It's, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it either, but it was cool. I actually like, I'd never gotten like hand tanned before, or, like spray tanned.
Yeah.
Like I've always been in like
I've never been hand tanned.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like more even, and then they can actually like contour you and stuff. So yeah,
What?
it's like make my arms look skinnier.
Oh my God.
David got a free tan from
I
Palm
know.
Beach. He still is mad at me for that. Anyways,
I think that's good Fiesta info, Alyssa.
yeah, I'm trying to like read some of this stuff because I never knew like about some of the things.
Yeah. I feel like we're bad San Antonians because all we care about is like the party part of it.
Yeah.
Like we just want to see the parade and see the queen.
I want to go to coronation though.
You should
I think I'm going to.
be more involved as an adult
I think I will. That way, like,
Yeah.
I can show Liam and stuff too, and like teach him more.
and teach him. Since I mean, we were
So what-
taught kind of.
What events are you going to go to this year?
Well, here's the sad part. I know,
But you're not going to be gone that whole time. It's 10 days.
I leave the 21st and
Okay.
come back the 29th.
Okay, but it's the 18th.
Wait, 22nd, 28, 29, 30, 31.
It's the
Wait.
18th to the 28th.
Right. So we leave the 22nd and we come back either the 28th or the 29th.
Wait. So what's today's date?
Today is the 7th.
Okay, so you can still go to Oyster Bay or Taste of New Orleans. You can go to Alamo Heights night.
No, thank you.
You live right here.
I don't want to go to Alamo Heights night. No offense.
Not all Alamo Heights people are bad.
I didn't say they were bad.
Then why are you saying that you don't want to go?
I just feel like it's not going to be.
Alrighty then.
But I won't be able to go to like some main Fiesta events, which makes you really sad.
Yeah, like because you'll be gone for the main stuff.
Yeah, but we need a vacation.
Ooh, you can go to Champagne and Diamonds brunch on April 14th.
What?
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that either. Mr. Teen San Antonio.
Ooh, get it.
You can go to Fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
But the
there's not
thing
a
is
lot you can go
also
to.
like it's leading up to like Easter and stuff. We're gonna be busy. That's what sucks
Yeah.
too. And I think that's another reason why is because leading up to Easter we're all super busy all the time too. So you don't get to partake.
Well, we'll have a family party, so you can might be able to go to that.
Yeah.
You might be out of town.
Oh, I
don't
think a lot of y'all are gonna come here for Fiesta, so you can sit. And just so you know, you're in charge, and I'm telling everybody right now. Only 2 people are allowed on the balcony at a time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But your thing has a party, right?
Yeah, downstairs has a party, so y'all can go down there too.
Why only 2?
I don't know.
It's weird.
So I guess wait so it doesn't fall.
Yeah. it
Our
should
other
be-
one has concrete.
Oh.
You know what I mean? This one doesn't have. So just so y'all know, I've told everybody the safety measures.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Next time, be like actually on Broadway, please.
Oh God. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry I was super lame today. I just don't feel that great.
But next week she'll be back full
I'm
force
gonna
for Game of
bounce back.
Thrones. She's
for
gonna be
Game
like
of Thrones. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe Arya died.
second episode.
Yeah.
Well, we will have some special guests, so we'll have to.
We are.
Yeah.
They're gonna come.
Well, we're gonna figure it out.
We might have some special guests coming up.
They will.
You'll see.
Okay, guys. Like.
Viva Fiesta!
Well, she's back now. At the end of the pod. Like, share, subscribe.
Share. Viva Fiesta! Be prepared.
Okay, bye.
Be prepared.